But since we're talking about what's happened, we'll talk about what happened on our show last week and how we did. So we're gonna just jump into our next segment, which is the report card segment. We're gonna, because we like to take ownership of what we did the previous week. So David is gonna go ahead and let us know how good or bad we did. Hopefully it was good.
So I only like to take ownership if I was correct.
I always admit when I'm wrong. I just like to make sure everybody knows when Sid was wrong too. So we had a couple questions. One coming from Tron, asking if he should trade J-Rob for either Kirk or London. Ash sided with Kirk. Both Sid and I were on the London side of that. Kirk actually outscored him by almost 4 points. It was definitely not a day to throw the ball in Atlanta this week. And then we had Nicole asking if she should pick up Jacoby Myers, DJ Moore, or Donovan Peoples-Jones. We were consensus on Myers, but Jones actually outscored him just a smidge, not even 2 full points. Neither one of them did that great, but they both hit double digits. Then we had Nathan asking between Kirk and Myers. Both of you guys like Kirk. I like Myers. It was less than a point difference this week. We shall see how that pans out going forward.
Who was right?
What's that?
Did Kirk score more than Myers?
Yes.
No, I was just wondering.
Yep.
You need to take your victory.
10 had the edge there. Kyle. Kyle asked if he should go between Pickens, Olave, or Gage in his flex. Olave didn't play. Gage put up 4, and Pickens didn't do much better, but he did have the slight edge. We were unanimous on Pickens as well. Lucius asked about starting defenses between New England, Green Bay, and Indy. Sid and I were both big on New England going into this week. They outscored Green Bay by 10 points and Indy by 5 points. Ash did not give an opinion. She was too busy on the waiver wire picking up New England.
Which I didn't get in any league, by the way. So that was a fail.
We had another question from Hubble asking about will Jamar Chase improve. We definitely went into it. Ash gave a resounding no because T. Higgins is better. Sid and I both said it was going to be dependent on the running game. The running game was not spectacular this week. It just turned into a shootout with New Orleans at the end of that game. Chase, obviously, with that huge touchdown at the end, he scored over 30 points. So I do think this one is still to be determined because, as Ash has told you numerous times, T. Higgins is the better receiver. And
T. Higgins.
we know that Joey B is going to go after Chase. He's going to target him, especially in those situations, late game in a shootout. Chase is going to have big weeks, but I do think he's going to be inconsistent at times. And
before you go on, if you ever see Joe Burrow walking into the stadium wearing Jamar Chase's jersey, I could have told you, seeing that Jamar Chase was going to have. I literally went and bet Jamar Chase is over to have a touchdown. I was like, oh,
I didn't see that. That's funny.
He walked in with his LSU national championship jersey. I'm like,
oh,
Jamar Chase is about to have a day.
Yeah.
So if
I did not see that either.
I saw it immediately. Yeah. I saw him walking in, and then like Pat McAfee does this thing where it's like pick 2 bets or whatever, and he had Jamar Chase. I'm like, Jamar Chase is about to go bananas with Joe Burrow walking in.
You gotta share that with the people.
Okay. Well, somehow Taysom Hill got a hold of a recording of our show from a couple weeks ago, and I apologize. So it sounds like Joey B has been watching our show, and maybe you two need to do some soul searching and maybe apologies are due. I'll leave that up.
Burrow. Jamar Chase duo just went off. They both had over like 30 stinking points, and it's so good.
Yeah, we did say that Burrow's gonna look for Chase. He loves Chase. He's gonna try and find him no matter what. So
I think I said they'll go up as the year goes on. So that's kind of what they did last year. They got better as the year went on, but we'll see. I like T. Higgins. didn't play T. Higgins in my leagues that I had him in because he didn't practice all week. And last time, the week before, he didn't practice all week. They cleared him. I thought he was going to play. I started him. He didn't play a single snap. So this week was the same situation. He didn't practice all week, but then he ended up playing anyway. So I played Philip Lindsay, I think. It was not great.
So we did have two more I want to review from the fans. So Jonathan asked whether you should start Brady versus Pittsburgh or Lamar versus the Giants. It was actually pretty close. It was about a 3-point difference, but Lamar did edge him out, which was our pick. And then there was a point during the show wherein Sean Spencer promised us just an absolute spectacle of football. We were talking about the Bills versus the Chiefs, where I wanted another game like that. He told us in the comments that we would get another game like that on Thursday. Sean lied. If any of you suffered through that game as I did, I'm sorry. Blame Sean. He told you to watch it. That was it for the fans. Question. And as far as our waiver report card, our quarterbacks, I had Geno. Sid was also definitely big on Geno, and Pickett. Both were big busts for opposite reasons. Geno turned back into a pumpkin, and somebody tried to smash Pickett's head like a pumpkin. So both of them were very underwhelming this week, but I do expect bounce back weeks from them. Running backs, obviously, everybody was out there fighting over Kenneth Walker. I did tell you to temper your expectations because DJ Dallas was going to steal some of that third down work, some of the passing game work. He didn't.
It was all Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth Walker it was the Kenneth Walker show. Yeah. It's crazy to me how they can, sit him behind Rashad Penny. Obviously, Rashad Penny's a talented back with a ridiculous injury history. But the fact that Kenneth Walker wasn't more involved this year, they put it all in Penny's hands for the most part. And the second Penny's gone, they don't even involve DJ Dallas. They're just like, no, this is the kid right here. This is our guy. It blew me away, but he absolutely killed it. I expect a lot more from him coming forward. Eno Benjamin broke a lot of hearts. He was supposed to be, the lone back over there in Arizona. 9.5 points, very underwhelming. Alec Pierce for wide receivers, 14 points, but he got bailed out by that game-winning touchdown at the end. He's in single digits before that. So we will see how the Indy passing attack pans out going forward because they absolutely they aired the ball out. However, I believe the leader in targets was, their third string running back. So if you could make heads or tails of what the hell's going on in Matt Ryan's head, please message me. Okay. Sid gave you Randall Cobb. Very underwhelming there.
He got hurt.
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask when in the game did he get hurt?
It was in the first half.
Yeah, right.
First half, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And then Rondell
Moore did good.
What's up?
Yeah.
I said Rob Tonyan did good. So if you
He
had
did.
him, he was a high scorer this week.
When Aaron Rodgers loses one vet, he turns to the other because he still hates kids and puppies.
Aww.
So the other receivers we tossed out Rondell Moore, Wan'Dale Robinson, both hit double digits, nothing spectacular, but obviously both of them have very bright futures concerning the events of this week. Tight ends, Sid and I were both big on Hayden Hurst. He gave you 5 points. Thanks, Hayden. Jay Dotton was one of Sid's tight ends. Real big bust there, 4.3. Again, somebody with a very bright future due to events this week. The tie or the high score was actually Woods over in Indy, little over 10 points. And that's what I had for you. What do we got for this week?
So we do already have one question, so I'll just get to that. Kyle said the Commanders or Raiders defense. The Commanders are playing the Packers. The Raiders are playing the Texans. Who do you think, babe?
I actually have this. I have the same problem where I need defenses in like every league, and I picked up the Raiders, and like I'm trying to pick up the Raiders in like 2 different leagues, so I'm pretty high on the Raiders this week. I'm not picking the Commanders for anything, absolutely nothing. So that's on the Commanders.
Normally, this would be an absolute slam dunk for me. I mean, it's Aaron Rodgers, but with Cobb out, Christian Watson might be back. I mean, I don't know if he's going to be able to go in there, with Lazard and Dobbs and Tanyan and AJ Dillon and Aaron Jones. The poor guy has no weapons. God, poor guy.
So sad, Aaron Rodgers. So sad.
I'm going to lean towards the Raiders because for all of Green Bay's struggles this year, I think that mostly lies on Aaron Rodgers and his treatment of his rookie receivers. I think that situation's getting better, and I just keep waiting for a vintage Aaron Rodgers comeback game where he has a down week. Something happens and he comes out and just lights somebody up. I think Washington's a perfect candidate for that. I'll take Vegas.
Yeah, I'm going Raiders too. It's still Aaron Rodgers at the end of the day, and I think watching him today on the McAfee show, I think they're going to lean more on the run and Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones only had 4 touches in the first half last week, and that's, I mean, when you can't pass the ball, you need to lead. I mean, Aaron Jones is a very good running back. AJ Dillon is a very good running back. I would avoid starting a defense against the Packers, and I would go with the Raiders, who Davis Mills hasn't looked good all year. Damian Pierce is really the only bright spot there in Houston. So, and the Raiders have a really good defense. I would definitely take the Raiders, no problem there. All right, so that until we get another question, we're gonna jump.
Nicole said she's going against Philly's D. She shouldn't be because Philly's on a bye.
Oh, okay.
So somebody might have Philly in, but they're on a bye, so you're getting lucky. You don't have to go against them.
They held Chicago to 3 points in the Reds and 3 red zone trips. There's a big difference between the Bears and the Packers.
And Chicago's been terrible in the red zone this year, no matter who they go against. So I wouldn't chalk that up to Washington's defense being really good. I would chalk that up to Chicago's offense being very bad.
I'm worried about Washington's defense until Chase Young comes back. I think a pass rusher is definitely a difference maker. But are we week 7? Yeah, we're about to be week 7. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm avoiding. Somebody wake me up when they're relevant.
Thanks for watching. If you like that clip, be sure to check out the other great content from the Let's Talk Football community. And as always, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when more great content like this becomes available.